I'm at Tunnel Park in Holland, I think. It's the north side of Holland. I'm pretty sure it's still Holland, or is Holland. Yeah, it's Holland. Anyway, Holland, Michigan. All right. Take two with a better sound. Sounds okay, but not that. That's my favorite. I feel like I always do this one though. I should show you what I'm doing. There's my keyboard. That was sound 1, and then like 11, 12, 13, and 14. Just a tiny Casio. Okay. 1, 2. I'm so small in the corner. I just wanted more tree in view and less dusty dashboard, but whatever. No thanks. No. Hey, that's nice. That's 17. My knee is sideways again, just like in the last song on the beach. Okay, straightening out. What will you do with your life? The same they say. Words can't define or confine it. You say, and it's okay, alright. Trying to have me say and really mean it, but I don't mean it yet, 'cause I haven't found the bridge between two worlds or three lives I've lived here, or maybe 4. I don't know what for. What for? Was I too full of myself before? Was I too big in dreams but small in the world, or what I was willing to do for you and the world around you? It takes a kind of a game of chance, and it's plain to see that I've been given chances infinitely, and you take care of I would choose all the wrong roads if it were up to me, like it's been up to me so many times before, and it's still up to me if I choose to not listen to this door you're opening in me. Well, that was a sound 17. Got my fanny pack on like I'm going somewhere. My big frumpy sweatshirt. Terrible camera angle. I mean, whatever. I'm just gotten fatter. I mean, whatever. I'm not trying to judge myself. It's just reality. But on the flip side of that is a door that tells me that I have tried seven different things in the last year to get healthier, to lose weight, to take care of myself. And the only thing I truly haven't tried is just because I don't think this would work. But what does work? I mean, it's a body, but is accepting how much I like to eat, like quantity wise, food choice wise, accepting everything, just accepting it. And I know that sounds like complacency and giving up and giving in, but also there are people in my family who are like chefs and pastry chefs and run amazing restaurants like burgers and all these great things. And it's like, I can't lie and say that I would want to live a life that focuses on health to the denial of all of those kinds of really fun and wonderful things, like, you know, foods of my childhood, but also foods of my adulthood, because I spent like 10 years with an eating disorder. And to me now, to go back to that, of like rigid food choices, even being a vegan or something like that, like all of that feels like a very rigid, narrow way to go through life with little to no enjoyment. And I'm sure I could find ways to enjoy it, but I think the piece that's always messed me up is that I'm good at it when I'm alone. But if I have even one other person in my orbit and they don't want to do the exact same thing, then I'm constantly derailed, even if that person's trying really hard to let me run the show and call the shots. And I think at the end of the day, being like skinny doesn't have enough of a reward feeling for me for how hard it is for me to be skinny, like with my cravings and my natural propensities towards being a little bit stockier and a little bit bigger. And I don't know, I used to really love being thin in terms of going shopping, but I don't go shopping hardly ever. And I used to enjoy being in a swimsuit more when I was thin by like 10 billion times, but I don't go in swimsuits hardly ever. And I could wear cover-ups, and I could, I don't know, get those ones that like have a skirt. I don't know. It's very weird. I think that's what I've realized, is that even if I were to go on a trip, or I had some reason, some motivator, like a particular dress or swimsuit or something I wanted to be in, it's very hard for a one-day event to make me change my whole life and lifestyle, when most of the time I feel very healthy in my body and in my skin, even as a little bit bigger girl than I used to be. I just don't like those concepts. I think it's just very hard for me to accept something that is the same thing that caused my eating disorder in the first place, which is being somebody with a bigger structure and with fat on their bones in a society that loves thinness and beauty. Like, it's very uncomfortable to exist in that kind of society from pretty much middle school onward if you're somebody who is not naturally skinny. And so, like most girls who are not naturally skinny, and not all, because some just learn at a young age to just own it, but like most girls who are not naturally skinny, I ended up with an eating disorder, you know, binging and purging, or starving myself, or eating only fat-free foods, or whatever I did, on and off from either 16 or 17. And I mean, I had some really severe traumas that made it so my brain was a really hostile environment. So naturally, I gravitated towards anything that could give me a sense of control, like an eating disorder. So anyway, that was all spawned from seeing my belly, or my, I don't know, it looked really weird from that like upward camera angle on my sweatshirt. So I don't know why I did it, or why I'm talking about it, and why I'm not just accepting it. And if I accidentally show unflattering directions in parts of myself, like, woo, boobs, you know? It's like, there. Leggings. Curvy calves. Like, this is just what I look like. Kind of sporty. Kind of like, I don't know, just very curvy and short. Whatever. I kind of like it sometimes. I like it better when I'm like working out or walking like 7 miles a day, but which I haven't done maybe in like 5 days. Oh yeah, I was gonna go on a hike. Okay, bye.